16 hours to get one bite.
Bring it across one big fish.
That's all we're looking for.
All it takes is one bass, right? One big bass.
The name of the game this week is Big Bass, as hundreds of college anglers take to Kentucky Lake for the first event of the new season. Originally scheduled for the spring of this year, the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley is taking place in the fall, and anglers are looking forward to throwing one particular bait.
Eating the top water. Well, we're gonna start out early, throwing top water.
Throw a lot of top water.
Fish is biting some top water bait, so not normally what we get to do at the Big Bass Bash with it being in the spring, so it's gonna be fun for sure.
Get that in the net, baby! Get that in the net!
Look at that thing!
Anglers will be battling for tons of great prizes, and 1,000 School of the Year points will be awarded to the winner. Get ready to see plenty of big fish cross the stage.
A 4.80, very good. 4.65, you're in second place. Good solid fish, a 4.17. New leader, how about a 4.85? Good job.
Coverage of the 2019 Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley starts now.
Woo! How about that one? Y'all put your hands together. New leaders.
Big Suey!
New big bass of the tournament.
There's your champions right there, folks.
Welcome into a new season on the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. We start the year off in Henry County and Paris, Tennessee for the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley. After being rescheduled due to high water back in March, the Big Bass Bash has anglers eager and excited to kick off a new season.
We're at Kentucky Lake for the Big Bass Bash. It's kind of different this year. Usually we have it and it's cold, and now we can blast off in shorts, so that's pretty comfortable, but the fishing's a lot tougher.
One of the most important and famous events of the year. So this will be an awesome tournament as far as big fish. There'll be a lot to see. Some big fish coming in every couple hours or so. It'll be awesome.
Though the calendar turned over to October and deer season has begun, the temperatures outside make it feel more like August or September. Fall fishing is already a difficult time to be on the water, so combine that with warmer than normal temps, and these anglers could be in for a true test.
Usually October fishing on Kentucky Lake is pretty good, but it's been so unseasonably hot lately that the fish are still in like an August and September phase, so the fishing is very, very tough.
It's tough right now. I think there's good fish still being caught. I don't think your guys are getting a lot of bites, but you know, it's Kentucky Lake. There's big ones every year. Could be tough in practice, but there'll be big ones caught.
It's going to be tough, but you know, this is Kentucky Lake and there's still plenty of big fish left in the lake, so I think you're going to see some big ones still wade in.
With the goal being to catch the biggest fish possible, it's safe to say that someone will put together the winning combination over the next 2 days. The only question is, just exactly how big of a bass will it take to win?
My guess coming up here that probably anywhere from about a 697 to about a 720 something's gonna win.
I bet there'll be some sevens weighed in. I'd be surprised to see a double digit, but I'd probably see a 7 or 8 or 9.
The sun has yet to peek over the horizon as anglers file into Paris Landing State Park for the first day of tournament competition. Right off the bat, however, there is a noticeable change in the air.
Day one, ready to go out. We've had hot weather all week. The angler's just been miserable. Cold front come through last night. It's going to be real interesting to see what happened.
It's supposed to be 15 degrees cooler than it has been, so I think the bite's going to kick up a little bit. It's been a little tough, but hopefully today they're biting.
While the weather temperatures may be cooling down, the race for Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia is heating up. As the teams get set to launch this morning, School of the Year is consuming most of the dock talk.
Well, we won School of the Year last year, and after winning last year, we're dying to win again. Win two in a row. So yeah, we're in second right now. This is actually probably the biggest tournament we fished this fall. So it's extremely important that we go out, fish hard today, and do our best, and hopefully we get a couple of the right bites.
We're 1,500 points ahead of everybody else, so we got a target on our back right now, and it is just a big bass tournament, but it's double the points, so we got to go out here and give it everything we have because, I mean, I think it's worth like 1,000 points, so that's a lot of points in Team of the Year standings, and we can't slip up on it.
Here's a quick glance at the rules, as well as a breakdown of the points and prizes as the anglers take off. There will be 4 weigh-in sessions each day, 2 hours in length. Anglers can bring 1 fish to the scales each session. The top 10 spots in each session will be awarded prizes, and the top 100 spots overall will earn School of the Year points, with the winner earning 1,000 points for his or her school.
Put the poles down.
Let's go out on the water now, as teams have made it to their starting spots. The changing weather pattern and fall-like conditions are already proving to be a challenge.
Man, it's fall time on Kentucky now, and in the fall they get on these bars, man, and they'll get, I mean, you can see our poles right there. They'll get up there in inches of water and chase some gizzard shad. So this is just a long bar that runs off that point. It's about 7 inches deep up there.
We're out here on a shallow water flat. Zach and Blake brought me to. They kind of found it on the map, and I guess we're sitting off in about 5-6 foot of water, and it goes up into 2 with a bunch of stumps on it. And we're hoping these suspended fish that are out here deeper pull up on these stumps in the morning. We're throwing top waters and moving baits, try to get that reaction strike and get a big fish in the boat.
For first place Adrian College, their goal this week is to have the best finish possible in order to maintain that top spot in the rankings. Working topwaters across a shallow stump flat, these members of the Adrian College team are hoping to get on the board.
It's going to be a lot of topwaters thrown today on this lake. A couple kids on our team have been catching them on topwater. I know a couple other teams have. Got a few hours slot to do it.
That's so sick.
Big and
Slow down.
Get it, get it, get it.
Get that in the net, baby. Get that in the net.
Look at that thing. He's long, dude. Big small. That was sick.
That was sick, dude, right at the boat. Man, see that smallmouth come up, follow the top water, and Mannebeck stopped it, twisted it one more time, and there she is.
That might be 18. Maybe get some points right there from that. 18.
That's a nice smallmouth, bud.
Oh yeah. There we go. That's the biggest fish we've caught since we've been down here. I'll take a 3-pounder any day. Probably get in for the second weigh-in time, weigh that sucker in, run out here so we can try to get another fish in the boat.
The clock is struck 9 a.m., marking the end of session 1. When we return to coverage of the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley, we'll bring you the highlights from the first weigh-in session of the day. Stay close.
We know if you found one crappie, you may have found 1,000. We know the joy of getting your boots back in the mud. We know the journey can be more rewarding than the destination. We know the great outdoors. We love the great outdoors. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Stop by today for huge savings on the gear you need and the brands you trust. Plus free 2-day shipping at BassPro.com and Cabela's.com.
You sons of fishes. Ain't enough fish on this lake for 2 clubs.
Really? Well, we see plenty of fish live with Panoptics.
Yep. Dang, we should get Panoptics. Or maybe we'll just take yours.
What's going on here? You boys have license?
Yes, sir.
Nope.
There he is. Oh, I got him.
The Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. Welcome back to coverage of the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley. Session 1 is concluded, and now we go to the weigh-in stage at Paris Landing State Park to see how things unfolded.
All right, Joe, you're fixing to take the lead on the first session of the day. First fish of the day, congratulations. A 4.80, very good. Hold that fish up for Kevin, get a picture of it. 4.80, leading this session, leading this tournament. There you go. Hold that up for Kevin. Y'all are on the board. Way to go.
Whenever we went out today, we just honestly knew we needed a bigger bite, and threw topwater all day long, and I was pretty worried about catching bigger fish coming into this, just because it's fall and the timing seems to be a huge factor this time of year.
And here's a look at the top 10 for Day 1, Session 1, presented by Angle Coolers. Joe Bardill from Murray State University manages to squeak out the session win with 4.80 pounds. Taking the overall lead for the event, Bardill understands how important that one fish could be towards the School of the Year race.
This tournament is a huge player, usually every year in our School of the Year race. Between this one and the one on Dardanelle, because they're double points. I'm expecting tomorrow to be a lot tougher day. So I'm feeling pretty good about where we're sitting overall. I think it's shaping up to be pretty good.
Murray State enters the first ACA event of the season in 4th place overall for the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. The team that everyone is chasing this week is Adrian College. Adrian holds a nearly 1,200 point lead over the defending champions, McKendree University.
We got our focus and our mindset right now on being the best school in the country right now. You know, we've got the resources, we've got the motivation right now, and we're just working towards being a better team.
The first ACA event of the season means double points opportunities are available. With that in mind, these anglers know where they currently stand and what they need to do to improve.
Right now we're sitting in second behind Adrian. He's got a pretty good lead right now.
Currently we're at 4th. First is a long shot. And them boys and Adrian, they got a big lead.
I think right now we're sitting in 8th in School of the Year and hoping to have a good finish here, move us higher in the rankings.
We're sitting in 5th right now, and this tournament's definitely a game player in that.
A lot of points available.
A lot of points.
1,000 points will be awarded to the winner of this event, and each team will earn points for their highest 2 finishing anglers inside the top 10. A lot of points are on the line, and teams are shooting for that top spot.
We're going to go after it this year with everything we got. We got a little bit bigger team since our 2nd year, and really feeling good about it because we got super seniors like Ty here that's ready to go after them.
The season's young now, you know, it started back over, so this will be a really good event to get some really good School of the Year points and maybe put us in a good position going forward.
Adrian College is well aware of the target that's on their back. Their game plan is to go out and sack up 2 big fish this week and leave Paris, Tennessee with a commanding lead in the School of the Year.
I mean, we feel pretty good. I know we got a pretty decent lead on the School of the Year points, but it doesn't mean we can lay back down. We know we had to come into this event and execute and get some more points just to secure that lead.
That's what we came here to this event to do. We sent 4 boats here in hopes. I mean, we want 2 fish that are weighing 9 pounds to get us enough points to maintain our lead, have a steady lead going into Dardanelle.
We now go to Day 1, Session 2 weigh-in, presented by Bob's Machine Shop, where Zach Manaback makes his way to the stage, looking to earn some valuable points with the nice smallmouth he caught earlier this morning.
Is it going to be over 4?
No, sir.
What'd you catch this fish on? Put it in their bag and all. Topwater. I saw a lot of topwaters tied on boats today on the front deck. A 392. That's got you in 2nd place for this session. Good job.
Being one of the first few anglers to weigh in for the day, Zach had to wait and watch as more and more quality fish crossed the scales.
453, about a 444, 465. You're in 2nd place. Good job.
And when Session 2 concluded, Mason Cizik of Bryan College earns the win with 4.84 pounds. Mason will take home a Bob's Machine Shop Action Series jack plate for his efforts. Session 2 proves to be the most competitive session of the day, as it took 3.23 pounds to claim 10th place.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance.
Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
At the pinnacle of super high output, 4-stroke outboard performance, you'll find Yamaha VMAX SHO. Yamaha's game-changing SHO technology. From exhilarating V6 models to the sleek inline 4s, there's a VMAX SHO for everything from bass to bonefish. It's an extended family of 4-strokes engineered for lightweight, inspiring performance, and rock-solid reliability. Discover VMAX SHO and elevate your expectations.
The Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Boat US. We're with you on the water. Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Berkley. Catch more fish. And by G-Juice Live Well Treatment and Fish Care Formula.
I think that one's 15.
As we move into Day 1, Session 3, presented by Bass Pro Shops, the bite is beginning to pick up. More reports of fish catches are rolling in, but finding a keeper bite is tough. Fish weighing in 2 pounds or so are proving to be valuable.
Come on up. We've got Tyler from the University of Montevallo. All right, Tyler, let's get the bar set, about 3.5 pounds or so. When did you catch this fish?
Oh, about 9:30, 9:15.
Okay. How about a 298? Nearly a 3-pounder, 298.
We were winning the start of hour 3, which we were one of the first boats to weigh in, so we ain't too sure how that went, but as far as we know, I think we're the only one right now that's weighed in. There he is.
No. Here, Tyler, hand it to me.
He don't feel big at all. That's probably gonna keep. Been the average Joe size for us right there. Caught a lot of them right there. A whole lot of them. That's the second keeper we put in the boat. We should have one more, but this little spot we got right here has been producing pretty frequently for us. That's the 5th or 6th one we caught off of it today. So we just keep giving it a break and coming back, and we get bit every time. So I guess it's just a matter of time before we catch a real big one off of it.
8th-ranked Montevallo is looking to have a strong Session 3. With one team member already in the top 10 and another keeper in the box, sophomore Mason Waddell rockets to the top of the leaderboard.
How about a 408? How close did you think you'd be to that exact 4-pound mark?
I figured he was pushing right at 4. I didn't know if he'd get it or not, so that's good.
That's good. Now you are in second.
The man to beat this hour is a freshman from Bryan College, Rob Lindsay. He leads with 4.85 pounds.
We had a tough practice and we didn't catch many fish in practice, and in fact we caught our first fish today at around 12 o'clock. Me and my partners, we tripled up on a single tree, and next cast I hooked into that 485, and it really excited us.
Rob will also be excited to know that fish will earn him first place honors in Session 3 and a $1,000 Bass Pro Shops gift card. That fish also gives Lindsay the overall lead for the event. Mason Waddell from the University of Montevallo holds on to 3rd place as he and one other teammate both finished the session in the top 10. That brings us to our final break. Only one more weigh-in session remains. Can someone finally catch a fish over the 5-pound mark? Find out when we return.
Everybody knows somebody that just seems to have things go wrong around him. And for me, it's my good buddy Z when he heads to the water. It's like a black cloud follows this guy around. He runs out of gas, locks his keys in the car, or worse, has a flat tire coming to him from the water. But old Z's a pretty sharp guy. He relies on Boat US in those situations where something goes wrong.
Boat US has the finest low-cost boat insurance and the largest fleet of towboats ready to assist you 24/7. Visit BoatUS.com.
It's time to take fishing to a bold, new place. Berkley Power Bait Max Set. These baits feature a revolutionary new material that releases a supercharged scent field. They attract more fish and trigger more strikes than even original power bait. And all remain soft and flexible out of the package, so they're ready to fish. 10 forage-inspired natural matte colors come alive in the water. Berkley Power Bait Max Set. Fish bite and won't let go.
The Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Bob's Machine Shop. Go fast, go shallow, go efficient. Denali Rods. Experience the Denali advantage. And by Gill, dress like a pro. Welcome back to coverage of the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. For approximately 10 years now, the ACA has been bringing premier college tournaments to Kentucky Lake and Paris, Tennessee. The area is known across the fishing community as one of the top destinations.
We love the collegiate coming into Paris and Henry County. We've had the opportunity to work with these young people for several years, and in fact, our youth tournaments are what we consider the best tournaments we have in this community.
Youth fishing has seen a recent boom across the United States. Year in and year out, the ACA attracts hundreds of anglers to the Henry County area to compete on Kentucky Lake. The surrounding community is glad to have them in town and to see the joy they experience while competing.
I like to see the smile on their face and the fun that they're having. They enjoy what they're doing. They're getting an education, but they're also having fun while they do it. I think it's the most wonderful thing that's come along.
Paris, Tennessee and Henry County offer a wide variety of sights and attractions for tourists to enjoy. From the Eiffel Tower to a great downtown district, there are plenty of things to keep you busy during your time here.
We have an extremely vibrant downtown, got great shopping down there. The merchants are great people to deal with, so I would encourage anyone that visits our community to visit downtown Paris. It's a show place.
The next time you think about planning a lakeside getaway, take a look at Henry County and Paris, Tennessee. Back out on Kentucky Lake, Day 1, Session 4, presented by Garmin, is rolling along. There's still plenty of bites to be had as anglers try to place in the final session of the day.
We're fishing this dock. It's sitting over about 6 foot of water, and just picked up a shaky head and picked up and caught 2 right here real quick, right off the bat. About 2.5 pound apiece.
In all but one session today, it's taken a fish weighing over 2.5 pounds to place in the top 10. Let's head back to weigh-in now to see how Session 4 is playing out.
Good solid fish, a 374. Next to weigh in the last session, presented by Garmin from Drury, Jacob Welch. Put it right there, Jacob, bag and all. Good solid fish, a 417. 417, and you're in the lead right now for this session. How about a 416, second place by that much.
Session 4 proves to be another strong weigh-in. First and second place are separated by just 1/100th of an ounce as Jacob Welch from Drury University ekes out the win. He's followed closely behind by Shane Nelson from first place Adrian College, and Justin Botts from Bryan College finishes up in third.
It was pretty rough to start the morning, but I kind of got together and I got one keeper bite today and ended up winning the period. You know, it really means a lot because, you know, all these guys are amazing. I never really thought I didn't even think it was that big. I was just hoping to get some school of the year points and to come out on top. It's really cool.
And with that, Day 1 of the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley is complete. On the next episode, we'll bring you coverage of Day 2 from Kentucky Lake. The final day of competition will throw the anglers a bit of a twist. They are only allowed to use Berkley baits.
Today what we got is, obviously it's the second day of the Big Bass Bash, and they put a little twist on it. All we can use is Berkley baits in some form or another.
We're just on a little black trick Berkley worm on just a little stand-up shaky head. Giant.
Is it a bite? I don't know. How close are you?
Right here. Yeah, it's a giant. Come off in the net.
Throwing the 5.5 square bill by Berkley. Yeah. That may keep. That's a keeper.
What'd you catch that fish on?
Berkley power bait worm, Motorola color.
Go.
It's a trailer at Berkley Pit Boss.
Shaky head with a Berkley worm.
Berkley worm, okay. What'd you catch it on?
Berkley General.
The big fish are liking the Berkley.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series.
Reel down to the water until it's rip and drag.
I got my power pole down, stuck in the mud in the bottom of the lake, sitting so still in the wind and the waves, could even be a hurricane. I got my power pole down.
You don't know their names yet, but you will.
You know, when I look at the tournaments I've won, probably 4 or 5 of the boats that I've won have been on a tube. But I'd completely gotten away from flipping a tube because nobody made one soft enough.
Big Bite has come with this new tour series of baits. The thing that's probably the most unique is when you look at that bait, the salt just rolls out of it. And to me, that is the reason a fish bites a tube and hangs on to it. This isn't one of those let's go out and catch some smallmouth tube. This is a let's get it done tube.
We demand a lot from the products that we use on our adventures around the world. When it comes to keeping things seriously cold, we rely on Angle Coolers, who have for over 50 years kept things cold. Angle Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
Midwestern anglers have been keeping a secret from the rest of the country for over a decade. People have caught on, and we can't keep it a secret any longer. They've been using Stupid Tubes by Secret Lures.
Stupid Tubes brought a lot of money into my pocket, opened my eyes, and allowed me to compete all over the country.
And now, to give back to our customers and give anglers a leg up on the competition, we're rolling out our classic Stupid Tube kit. This kit includes 3 of our most popular colors of Stupid Tubes, along with jig heads in our 2 most popular sizes, rigging instructions, and a bonus decal.
I made the Indiana Bass Nation State team 2 years in a row off of the Stupid Tube.
Whether you're competing in tournaments or just enjoying a relaxing weekend on the water, this kit is all you need to guarantee putting lots of fish in your boat.
My confidence in the Stupid Tube comes from the sheer number of bites that you get with it.
Get in on the secret to success and order your classic Stupid Tube kit today at secretlures.com.
Probably one of the #1 questions I get, what line do I use?
That's a big debate. On every tour out there, everybody's debating which line.
I choose the simple side. My choice of line is Sunline. One of my favorite lines to use is Sunline.
How all can you use it? Anywhere you want to. Anywhere there's water and bass, it's good. Walleye, catfish, trout, speckled trout, sharks. There we go.
I don't say this unless I think it's true, but honestly, it's the best in the market.
Combining the best of old world craftsmanship with state-of-the-art technologies to bring fishermen everywhere a fishing rod that's feather light, extremely sensitive yet remarkably durable for any fishing condition or situation. Denali rods, tournament tested and tournament tough.
Approximately 30,000 cases of Lyme disease happen each year in the United States. The main culprit, ticks. Stop and kill ticks in the outdoors with Sawyer's permethrin insect repellents. Sawyer, we keep you outdoors.